It's ready.
Midnight feast or supper, because we've been at it a lot. No, we won't be saying we've been at it.
We've been at it all day.
Today we're going to be making a request from Red Bay from Minnesota, asking us to make a hot dish, or for those of you outside of Minnesota, Tater Tot Casserole.
Red Bay, an absolute legend, a Patreon and a good friend of the channel.
And I hope we do this recipe justice. Okay, I've got some finely chopped onions, so I'm just going to add that to the skillet, which has already got 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil in it. And we're just gonna cook these onions until they're nice and soft and translucent. I'm still getting used to cooking in a skillet. It heats up really quickly and the steam comes off of it, and I'm like, is it too hot? Is it too cold? So got to get used to it. If you watched our Locomoco video, you'll notice that there was a casualty.
What's happened?
Well, it says to use great force, and I guess I'm just too forceful.
Funny.
It still survived, but in today's video we had another casualty. Our can opener or tin opener is no more, and we had to go and get one from the shop. So far, Cooking with H has destroyed a spatula, a potato peeler or apple peeler, and a tin opener, and I'm sure there's going to be more.
So if there are any kitchen utensil suppliers that would like to sponsor a video.
It better be a non-destructible one, because we will break it and it won't look very good for your product. So apparently, Mr. H, this is known as hot dish in Minnesota and North Dakota areas.
Okay.
So like, and the Midwest.
Yeah.
But outside of the Midwest, they call it Tater Tot Casserole.
Wow.
But I did actually read that I think some other places call it like a cowboy casserole. So let us know down in the comments below what you actually call this dish.
Isn't it funny, the same dish is called different things
Yeah,
in
and
different states?
for us Brits, when you say, can you make this? And then we find it's called 3 different things, it is very, very confusing.
We did a Superpia cheesecake, and the amount of people that said to us, I've heard of Superpia and I've heard of a cheesecake, but I've never heard of a Superpia cheesecake.
Yeah, some people called it a Mexican cheesecake as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
So I also think this recipe is going to be a little bit like a meatloaf recipe, where everybody has their own interpretation, a slightly different recipe for it. So I did, speaking with Red Bay, he did tell us that people add vegetables, some people don't, some people use different kinds of soup in it. So I'm guessing you'll all have something different. So let us know as well what kind of recipe you follow and what your go-to is for a Tater Tot casserole or a hot dish. And if this is good and we like it, we might try it again with a different recipe.
Just a reminder, we are going to Texas in, I think it'll be 5.5 weeks when this video comes out.
Cannot wait.
We cannot bloody wait. First time in Texas. We're going to be eating lots of amazing barbecue, lots of amazing Tex-Mex, seeing the sights, sounds.
And the smells,
Oh,
barbecue
yeah.
smell.
And we absolutely cannot wait. If you'd like to support us more and you'd like to see more behind the scenes, check out our Patreon, where we'll be doing daily posts of our journey, Zoom calls, free merch, tier dependent, and much, much more.
Pound of ground beef, which we've got here, and it says to go for the lean ground beef. So in we go. Right, nicely done, Mr. H. I'm gonna say something. I do love ground beef and how versatile it is for a range of different recipes. I mean, it started like this, you could make anything, couldn't you? Like a chili, you could make, for us, a cottage pie, you can make spaghetti bolognese. I mean, ground beef is just wonderful. In with some pepper and a little bit of salt. Okay, I think we're ready to transfer this into our casserole dish and start preparing that Tater Tot casserole.
Transferal.
Transferal?
Yeah.
Not the transfer. I'm loving our teamwork, Mr. H.
Yep. It makes the dream work.
So we've got some thawed green beans. I mean, there is a slight little bit of ice on there.
But don't worry about that.
No, they are thawed. Some thawed green beans. They said to use frozen in this recipe, and we just got to spread that out evenly if you want to
Yep, sure.
get stuck in.
No problem.
Now, apparently, lots of people use different vegetables in a casserole like this. So do you use carrots? Do you use green beans? Do you use corn? Do you use something else? Let us know in the comments what you prefer to use in your Tater Tot casserole or your hot dish, depending on where you're from. To be honest, when we make a cottage pie, we don't stick to the traditional recipe. We just bung whatever veg we fancy in it, don't we, as well? Just get a bit of extra fruit and veg.
Yeah.
Well, not fruit, because fruit would be a bit disgusting, but vegetables. And next we've got the corn, and we've got to do the same with the corn.
Yep. Da-da-da.
Oh, comes with a bit of singing, this, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. You get your money's worth here.
Pop that one in. I don't know why, but you know the Cornetto song? When you're doing this, I'm like, just want to break into that song. It's got nothing to do with cornettos.
Corn.
Yeah, that could be where my brain made the association. Who knows? Okay, now we have the cream of mushroom condensed soup. So we just go in with that.
Yep.
Now this is where some people do substitute different soups. I know Red Bee does sometimes use something else in his recipes.
I'm very much looking forward to this. I'm very hungry today. Well, hungry every day really.
I think you can just chuck them in, but let's try and arrange them quite prettily, shall we?
Absolutely.
So. I did actually follow the recipe in terms of how many of these to use, but because we've got slightly different tater tots over here in the UK than I think what you get quite commonly, ours are a lot bigger, so I hope they're not going to actually mess up this recipe. So we have needed twice the amount of tater tots. But you know, I like carbs. I'm letting you do all the hard work here, aren't I?
I think we're going to need more.
Okay, we did buy a different type of tater tot. So what we could do is we could also get them. And we could have a little tater tot off.
We got like balls here.
Doesn't this look something?
Okay, looks mighty fine.
Into the oven for 1 hour.
Tater tot, taste-tastic, tantalising.
Triumph.
Oh. It's ready!
Oh.
Oh wow!
Oh. Okay.
Wow. Now, if I was being honest, because this has been in an hour, I thought this would have burnt, but it hasn't at all,
No,
is
it hasn't. I think it's on quite a low heat actually, so it's not too bad. I mean,
Low and slow.
when I took it out of the oven, I could smell that mushroom in there. I could really smell it. It looks good, doesn't it? I mean, it's probably a different take on what a tater tot casserole or a hot dish actually looks like, because we've improvised a little bit, haven't we?
Yeah, it looks good, darling.
Proof's in the pudding. Now, Alana is eating something different for dinner because it was getting a bit too late for her dinner, and this is still going to be quite hot.
Oh, hot.
You in the contention for an Oscar this year?
So she has got some greens and veg.
Oh dear.
Now, this is actually our dinner.
Midnight feast or supper, because we've been at it a lot. No, we won't be saying we've been at it.
We've been at it all day. This is a family-friendly show.
That might be one for the bloopers. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Let's try this lovely dish.
Oh.
I almost forgot what was in it.
Let us in the comments below, when was the last time you had tater tots? And, ooh. I have to say, I'm really looking forward to this.
Oh, you're putting yours on there, are you?
Oh, well done, darling. Oh, thank you, darling. Oh, I've got a bit of fish fingers with my tater tots. Thank you, darling. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Rubbing tomato ketchup all over Daddy's arm. Yeah. You okay?
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Lots of... Oh dear. What a terrible cough.
Yeah, if Hollywood are watching and they want like a musical with bits of coughing and lots of tomato ketchup or tomato ketchup and peas,
then you're in, aren't you?
Tuck into tater tots. I don't know where to start. There's a lot going on here.
I did forget about the filling for some reason, and it was a nice surprise when you get that ground beef and onions.
That's right. That feels like wholesome.
It does feel wholesome. I think because of the tater tots, it takes me back to childhood.
Yeah?
Yeah. Not that I ever had this in childhood, but it just takes me back there.
Mushroom cream with the ground beef and the potato, just like... Yeah.
That's what you think, is it?
It's something that I would have in the winter.
Yeah, it's very warming, isn't it? I actually do really like it. I mean, it's not a very hard to put together meal, is it? So I think it's probably one of those things that's just easy to make.
I don't quite know what to say because it's like, it's really tasty and it's like, I don't know how to describe it. I don't know what to say. It's like, Yes, that's a good start.
It's not like anything that we have over here, is it? I know when we were making this, I said it's a little bit like a cottage pie in terms of how you start it out. It's got a potato topping, but the tastes together, they're just quite unique, aren't they? It works really well with the corn and the green beans, the tater tots, the ground beef. The mushroom makes it for me, the condensed mushroom soup. It's just a lovely pairing, isn't it?
It just goes so well together. All I can say is like it's really well balanced. You've got to have a bit of everything.
Yeah.
That's just so smooth. I'm definitely going to go back for seconds, maybe even thirds.
I concur. I'll do the same.
Really good.
It's one that surprised me, actually. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I do. It's reminding me of different meals all put together at once. So it's a bit like a chicken and mushroom pie that we have over here, a bit similar to chicken pot pie, but a different kind of filling.
But the tater tots on top is just like...
yeah, it's good, isn't it?
It is like a warm hug.
I think I'm going to make this again, but maybe with, you know, just put our own spin on it and just have a play with it, because I think it works really well. I would never have thought of putting tater tots on top of a casserole.
Well done.
America. You've done it again.
Again, yeah. How do you do it?
You just put things together that shouldn't work, and they do, and we have a little party in our mouth every time we try these things, don't we?
Yum, 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 yum.
Exactly.
Yum, 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 yum. Marks out of 10, love.
9.
Yeah. I'm going to go 9.5 actually.
It's just, I'm enjoying it. It's just comforting.
Really enjoying it.
I'm really enjoying it. I want to tuck in. I want to have more. I'm feeling all nice and warm and cosy and fuzzy inside.
It's a bit grey and overcast over here. And I'm not just saying this is brightening my day up.
It could be a winter's day today. And yeah, this is just like, now I feel good.
It's just warm, nice, smooth. It's hugging me. It's a party in your mouth, but when it goes down to your tummy, it's like a nice little warm hug. And Red Bay, you're an absolute legend.
You are.
I don't care what anyone else says on Discord. You're all right in our book, my friend.
We bloody love you.
We bloody love you.
And if that's left you hungry for more, then make sure you check out some of our other videos of us trying American food.
Please join our journey, subscribe. Yeah, make sure you hit that. Hit the notification bell to be notified every time we upload a new video. Go over to Instagram because we'll be taking lots of photos and what's left, and all that leaves us to say our American cousins and friends from Canada and all around the world.
Take care.
God bless.
And see you in the next video.
I'm gonna have another bite before I turn the camera off.